Come in. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. We've moved and we're in our new apartment. We have downsized from a 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath townhouse with a 1-car garage to a 1-bedroom, 1-bath apartment. And it's so great. It's so modern. And we're just so excited to, 1, be out the suburbs, and 2, to finally be moved in, because it has been a journey. If you haven't watched my previous vlogs, you need to go watch those so you can get caught up. But this is our new place. I'm not gonna give you guys an in-depth tour because you guys are gonna see everything as we do unpacking. You know, I have to unpack all the dishes and figure that stuff out. You know, we're gonna be decorating a little bit. I've got a million hair products that I'm gonna have to place in our new bathroom, which is so cute and lovely and amazing. You can see we've actually only spent 1 night in here, but you can tell that it's lived in a little bit. We have our bedroom, and we're also still, you can tell, we just moved in here, okay? Don't judge me. Yes, there's no time to waste. We have a lot to do. One more thing I'm forgetting. Mecca and his parents moved everything in here, so thank God for them. Guys, my favorite thing ever, we're gonna do some shopping. We need a lot of organizational stuff, okay? I have a lot of clothes, I have a lot of shoes. We've got snowboards that we have to fit in here, snowboarding boots, just so much stuff, dog stuff, like everything. So we're definitely going to need to be organization freaks. I've been on organization TikTok, and I'm really looking forward to that. It's time for, there's nothing else to say. Let's start unpacking. So we're starting with the kitchen stuff, gonna do glasses and things like that first, because it's just easy to put those in the cabinets, and then we'll go from there. And Mecca's currently working on putting our magnet collection up. It's really his magnet collection because they're like all his except for maybe one, but yeah. What we realized is that this is actually gonna be the pantry because we don't have a pantry. So I'm gonna take this stuff out, and we're really just gonna be using the bottom cabinets because we don't have overhead cabinets along like the entire wall that's over here. So again, organization challenge, but making it work. I showed these in a previous vlog, but look at my snowboard boots. They're so cute. We're so excited to go. Oh wait, you guys are crooked. We have a couple of trips planned, so I gotta keep making TikToks so we can go. All right guys, quick update. We've made some really good progress, as you can see. We were clearing a lot of it out, if you remember how the boxes looked over there. So we're just gonna keep on grinding. I'm gonna give it another hour and then we'll assess. So I'll come back and show you guys exactly what we've gotten done shortly. You know you're hungry when leftover Whataburger. Whataburger. Tastes good. We just finished up out in the living room kitchen area. Not finished up, but we made really good progress. So we're gonna tackle the closet because there's so much stuff, so much clothes, shoes, all that stuff to unpack. So we're gonna get that all situated. Jessie, like the Disney show, she wore this in the series finale. Yep, this is so cute. It's like I have a lot of clothes, but I never have anything to wear.
Let's kind of talk about over-consuming a bit. And in my head, I'm like, bro, you only got 2 feet. Like, you can only drive 1 car at a time. See young people doing it. It's like, wow, you know?
Like, every marriage that's rooted in the Lord can give someone else encouragement in terms of just like the way dating in the world works. And it just shows like, dang, it's possible. We got married before I finished college. You know, I had people personally that were doubting like, oh, do you prioritize your education? Do you care about that anymore? Blah, blah, blah. Yes.
Well, yes, but yeah.
Yes. Like, me wanting to get married has it has nothing to do with my decision to be educated or to be ambitious, and vice versa. They're almost mutually exclusive, honestly, in terms of the decision. Pause. Future Lauren editing here. I want to quickly clarify what I was saying in that clip because I don't want it to come off the wrong way or out of context. And yes, I threw this filter on because it's currently 12:50 a.m. I'm trying to crank this video out. I look like 12:50 a.m. This is my mask, okay? I wasn't saying that being married and being college educated are 2 mutually exclusive things, because they're not. They can both exist within the same time-space continuum. They can exist within the same life, okay? What I was trying to get across is that the decision-making process is almost mutually exclusive. Like, when you are, at least me, okay, I'm speaking for myself, when deciding whether or not to get married and whether or not to be college educated, one or the other is not a factor in either decision. Like, when I'm thinking about being college educated, my career, my ambitions, I'm not thinking about marriage. That's not to say I don't think about anyone else or anything else when making a decision, but that is to say my desire or ambition to be educated, successful, whatever it is, it's completely independent. It's its own thing. It doesn't have to be dependent on anything else, and vice versa. They're independent of one another. Go to college, finish college, nothing to do with getting married. That's what I was trying to get across. Not that they're mutually exclusive things, like you have to choose between one or the other, but that the decision-making processes for both are independent of one another. Like, I was already in college, I was already determined to finish college, and therefore getting married wasn't something where it was like, okay, do I get married? Do I stay educated? Like, no, it's 2026. You could do both. You could be multifaceted. Nuance. Hopefully that makes sense because I'm tired of talking. Back to the vlog. All right, guys, update. This is the progress that we've made. As you can see, we've gotten a lot done. Mecca's got his stuff hung up. He's got some clothes up there, and then I have my clothes here. My dress collection that I was showing y'all spans all the way to the back. And then I haven't hung up many shirts or jeans or stuff. I also have a lot of clothes still at my mom's. So when I go back there, I'll be getting more to bring here. Suitcase back there, I don't know if you can see. We are considering getting a new bed so that we have room to place things underneath the bed. But the space is definitely good. I've got my purses up here, which for right now, they're gonna go there because I haven't figured out where I want them yet, but I don't like how it looks from the entry angle of like right here. Maybe that's a little extra. It's just not my cup of tea. And then Mecca still has this basket of clothes. I think he actually has more clothes than me, not gonna lie. We're about to take a break to go grab some lunch. I'm gonna take the dog out so that he is able to rest and relax while we're gone. And I think it's time for some shopping. Is it time for shopping? What do you think?
It's time for food.
Well, food and then shopping. Quick little update, we took Ace out. He seemed to do well when we left. Not too bad, only a couple wines, so hopefully he's doing good because I stress about him. I stress about not wanting to deal with him having any repercussions of his anxiety. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch my last vlog. But yeah, we decided that we're gonna go get food at Panda Express first. So that's where we're on the way to right now. And then after that, we're gonna go to TJ Maxx and Marshall's just to like find some of the home stuff at a lower price. And then anything we're struggling to find, we can check Walmart and Target for. Worst case scenario, Amazon will get hit up. We're trying to get like all the things we need while also not spending more than we have to. Yeah, I'll check in with you guys and show y'all what we find in the store. We're in Marshall's and we just went through the entire home section pretty much. I'm gonna show you guys what we found because we honestly didn't find much. A candle, we wanted a brown one and we found this vanilla one. It smells really good. And it's made of coconut and soy wax. So it shouldn't, I don't know, give us cancer, I don't know. And then we found these dish rags. These are cute. Mecca picked these out and they're still girly. Are you sold on these or are you like, I don't really feel them 100%. What do you think?
Yeah, they're good.
They're good?
Yeah.
We found this dustpan, which I'm not sure that he's sold on because he thinks we only need a broom, but sweeping up what you've swept with a broom is a challenge. And this is also perfect for like getting hair like in the bathroom from under the sink and stuff like that. So I think this is a good purchase.
So what I think is that maybe buying this part separate and then buying a broom that has this part already.
Well, usually they don't like just sell the brush. Did you see any back there? But that was just the brush?
We can get it though. It's fine.
We'll keep the receipt. How's that sound? And then this shower squeegee. I think this is a good purchase because we have a glass shower.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's good.
We're gonna go ring up and then that'll be it. That's it for Marshall's. All right, guys, update. Where did we go last? TJ Maxx?
Burlington.
Oh yeah, we're in TJ Maxx. Okay, yeah, so we went to Burlington last and we found like a few of the home supplies we needed. And then we're in TJ Maxx right now and we only found a couple things. I'm honestly a little disappointed because TJ Maxx and Marshall's are like my favorite stores besides Nordstrom Rack. So I had higher hopes, but I think we're just gonna get a bunch of our stuff on Amazon because this is also tiring. We've been driving around. Everything is like 15 minutes from the next store and we're tired. We found oven mitts. They're really cute and they will match our kitchen, the sponge holder. So this matches our countertops. So this is perfect. And then I also found this top because it like, I barely have like full length tops. Everything I have is like crop tops from college and I've grown out of that stage. So I was like, you know what, let me get it. Any thoughts?
No thoughts.
Yeah, he's
action.
over it. I've been like hauling him around town. All right, guys, we're back and I'm gonna give you guys a little haul because I was not able to vlog in Target or Walmart. It was way too much going on. And it actually looks like we didn't really get anything, but I promise y'all, we had a list. We went to TJ Maxx, Marshall's, Burlington, Walmart, and Target. That's work. If you're a shopper, if you're a professional shopper, you know how much work that is. Number one, we started with hangers because y'all saw we didn't have, I don't know, maybe y'all saw, but we needed more hangers. 4 packs of hangers from Walmart. These are the type we already had. We also got this shirt.
I didn't even realize you got this shirt.
What?
Like, I realized it, but not really. It's a nice shirt.
Dog wipes so that when the dog goes out, paws get clean, keeps the apartment clean. Also got oven mitts. Our countertops are black, so I feel like these are really cute and they'll just be good for hot stuff. Duh. You wanna try smelling it? I don't know if you can.
Oh yeah, it does smell good.
Paper towel holder. Utensil organizer for the drawer because we threw our old one out. So this was Burlington. That was a good find. Courtesy of Mecca for choosing these. When the soap or whatever gets wet, the water gets caught in here. So it just helps to keep the space a little more clean, especially because we have a black counter and it shows like watermarks and stuff like that very easily. We got a stepping stool because we will be organizing our closet to the max. This is going to be for in our bathroom. We have very limited sink storage in the bathroom, and I'm a hair influencer and I have a lot of products, so this is going to come in clutch. And then it's not on camera, but we got a cube storage organizer, boxes in it that you pull out and put whatever you need in the boxes. So we got one of those.
W Hall, Lauren W. I was glad I could be in your moment.
Take your husband to work day.
Yeah, literally.
All right, y'all, we're gonna tidy up for a bit. We are tired and I think starting to get hungry, so we're just gonna see what we can muscle through. Here I am a couple minutes later because I'm gonna show you guys how I'm organizing the bathroom situation because we don't have much cabinet space under here. I have a lot of hair products. I just know it's not gonna hold, so we're gonna organize it.
You gotta take it easy. You gotta take it easy. Don't be hard on yourself. Giving up would be easy. Some just don't understand that you gotta.
It's a little dark under there, but that looks so much better. Mecca just did the honors of setting up the 6 cube storage. So we're gonna move that to the closet right now. So shout out to Mecca for getting that done.
Life don't easy, but we not complain. Problem them not for brown 1010. And more time it feel like you can't maintain, but it's fade like a sun grain move the mountain. Remember said the blessing flowing from the fountain, so not turn to no buckle or go start no cocaine. You stress out yourself and next thing them a go say you don't say. See what I'm saying?
You gotta take it easy.
And that's out the way. So now I gotta find something else to do. What's up, guys? It's a new day. Let me actually move to over here because I'm about to join a meeting. We're getting a little more settled in. It's just the next day, so it's currently Tuesday. Yesterday was Monday, and it's currently 10:30 a.m. and I'm about to join a meeting, so I just really quickly wanted to check in with you guys. It's been going good so far. We made more progress last night. I was just way too tired to record, and I haven't eaten yet this morning. I did read the Bible, and I did take my dog on a long walk, and then I came back and I recorded a little skincare makeup get ready with me video. So now I'm getting ready to hop on this meeting because we have 2 meetings today, and I'm gonna go eat lunch with Mecca. Meeting number 1 is a briefing call for a brand deal that I have on TikTok, and then meeting number 2 is a introduction call with a management agency that reached out to me in December. I'm gonna join this meeting. Hi, Ace. Oh, I don't have Wi-Fi.
Hi, yes.
Hi.
Loud and clear. Oh my gosh, who's your little friend?
Oh, this is Ace. Sorry, I had trouble joining because we just moved. And then I realized when I tried to join that I didn't have Wi-Fi on my laptop, so I had to join my hotspot.
I'm a hotspot girl as well. You're very clear. So all good. Have you gotten your products yet?
I did. I got them a couple days ago.
Oh, amazing. What I will do is I will share my screen and I'll take you through the brief.
Just finished my meeting and it went really well. The lady I met with was really, really nice. And we just talked about what they want to see in my content. So we talked about, you know, the products, how the product works, the type of videos they've already seen and don't like so that I stay away from that stuff. Really just like strategizing on the hook, because if you are on TikTok or Instagram, you know, you scroll within a second or 3 seconds if it seems like the video sucks. I'm gonna be working on a concept that I have to send them by tomorrow morning. That's the like timeline I agreed to, because I just prefer to get it done quickly. That way if there's any issues. Also just because my schedule is a little busy for the next month and a half, so I really need to stay on top of everything while I can. Up next is not house stuff. Actually, let me show you guys what the apartment is looking like right now. Let's start there. It looks a little crazy. This is like the trash that we've got going. This is what the counter looks looks like. This is what over here looks like. We've made much progress though. These are, more boxes. I'm currently working on clothes in here, as you guys can tell, so that's still going. I'm gonna clean all of this up right now. Not all of it, I won't get all of it done, but I'm gonna see what I can get done really quickly, and then we'll see what's next. We're gonna be returning this trash can because we bought it thinking it would fit under the sink, and it doesn't fit under the sink. It's too tall. All right, y'all, I made progress out here, and I'm gonna pause for right now and go get lunch with Mecca. We're gonna go eat Chipotle. Still have more to do, but we did good. I just worked on the bathroom. So I'm gonna go eat lunch, and then I will check in with you guys later once I make significant progress. Hey guys, let me turn off the kettle. All right, y'all, it's hours later. It's like 4 p.m. and it has been a long day already. I've gotten a lot done. I got lunch with Mecca after I last spoke to y'all, and I went and did a Home Depot run with him. And then I also went to Target, made a couple returns. I stopped at Marshall's again, picked up a few more things that we needed, found the right trash can, all that stuff. So that stuff is taken care of, which is great. I'm in the AC because it's so hot and sunny outside, and the heat is genuinely, it just feels unbearable to me. I think I'm just not used to the Florida heat anymore. Honestly, my brain is like really scrambled and I don't know what I'm saying, and I feel like I can't think right now. There's one more thing. Earlier this morning when I took the dog out, I had actually called my sister and we read the Bible together, and I've just been trying to encourage her more in her faith, and just, I think my faith journey was really strengthened by the fact that I had a couple friends that were also walking that path at the same time, and we kind of started in the same place. So my sister is a little more isolated in that sense. Like, I don't believe she has someone that is really trying to walk the journey with her. So I'm trying to encourage her because community is important. And I did read with her this morning. We read Hebrews 7, and this was actually such a good conversation. In Hebrews, this was written to the Jewish Christians that were facing persecution, and this was basically encouragement to them to stand firm in their faith. I'm just gonna start at verse 18. It says, "For on the one hand, a former commandment is set aside because of its weakness and uselessness, for the law made nothing perfect. But on the other hand, a better hope is introduced through which we draw near to God. And it was not without an oath, for those who formerly became priests were made such without an oath. But this one was made a priest with an oath by the one who said to him, quote, 'The Lord has sworn and will not change his mind. You are a priest forever,' end quote. This makes Jesus the guarantor of a better covenant. The former priests were many in number because they were prevented by death from continuing in office, but he holds his priesthood permanently because he continues forever. Consequently, he is able to save the uttermost those who draw near to God through him, since he always lives to make intercession for them. For it was indeed fitting that we should have such a high priest, holy, innocent, unstained, separated from sinners, and exalted above the heavens. He has no need, like those high priests, to offer sacrifices daily, first for his own sins and then for those of the people, since he did this once for all when he offered up himself. For the law appoints men in their weakness as high priests, but the word of the oath, which came later than the law, appoints a son who has been made perfect forever." Y'all, there's like so much to dissect in that. I think this was one of my favorite chapters of Hebrews. And my sister and I, we did the SOAP method. So that is where I like to pray before I read. So it's really the P SOAP, but read the scripture, that's the S. Then you talk about what you observe, that's the O. And then how it applies to your life, that's the A. And then the P is ending with prayer. So we walked through the P SOAP method. Application wise, I shared with my sister about how blessed we are to be walking out our faith when we are. Many of us don't face persecution. Another thing is that we have direct access any time of the day. We can pray, okay, we can go to church when we want to. We don't have to go and sacrifice animals and burnt offerings and all these things to make atonement for our sin, because Jesus went on the cross and did that once for all, as we just read. And that is just such a blessing to be able to pray and to talk to God and to have the Holy Spirit within us at all times. And so this was just so good, and it was such a reminder that it is so important to stay in the Word and to continue praying and just be sensitive to the Spirit. Conviction is such a blessing, to have discernment, to have that gentle nudge that's like, maybe you shouldn't say that, maybe you shouldn't do that, thinking that way isn't right, so that you're not having to try to hold yourself to your own standard of morality or perfection, but to have have a standard that is written in our hearts and that the Holy Spirit who abides in us can continue to convict us in. I can go on and on about this. And you know, recently Mecca and I were just talking about allowing the Lord to use us however he sees fit and just being ready. You know, I think I talked about this in my last video or the one before it, but the horse is made ready for the day of battle, but the victory belongs to the Lord. Mecca and I were talking about boldness in the spirit and just being willing if, you know, the Lord gives approval. You know, I've just been more encouraged within myself to dedicate more of my content online to spiritual matters, and not in a way where I'm trying to be this teacher or, you know, this Christian influencer, but more so just the fact that Mecca and I's life is so rooted in reading the Bible, praying. We talk about spiritual matters all the time, literally all the time. So why wouldn't my content be a reflection of that? Why wouldn't the things that I put on the internet for people to watch be a reflection of that? Because that is the biggest thing in my life. And letting the Lord use us in our capacity, because we all have different talents, we all have different skills, and you know, the Lord uses all of us in different ways to reach people. God is just so good, and I probably didn't even communicate all of that perfectly. Maybe you've been feeling discouraged in terms of your faith. Maybe you've been feeling discouraged in terms of finding a godly partner. Maybe you feel discouraged in your friendships, whatever it may be. I just hope that this video gave you encouragement in some way. And we obviously still have a lot more to do around the house, but for right now, that's all you guys get to see. I don't want this vlog to be too long. I don't want to have to take too long to edit it. That's it for part 2. I'm really excited to see this place come together more and just to do more shopping and stuff. So I'm gonna save the rest of it for the next vlog. If you watched up until this point, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for my next video. Bye.